Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Forging Indestructible Self-Discipline podcast. I'm your host, John Fontenot, and today we're going to talk about overcoming habit pitfalls. Now, as we all know, life is unpredictable, and even the best laid plans can be disrupted by unexpected events, distractions, or changes in our priorities. The key to maintaining self-discipline in the face of these challenges is flexibility and preparation. It is not about avoiding setbacks, but learning how to respond to them without losing momentum. Overcoming the common pitfalls of habit building and staying disciplined during life's interruptions requires a proactive approach, consistent accountability, and a mindset shift that embraces imperfection. Here's how to stay on track with your habits and routines when life inevitably gets in the way. Start by first building accountability into your routine. Then, set checkpoints to keep you honest and provide feedback. To dig a little deeper, accountability is one of the most effective tools for staying disciplined, especially when life throws challenges your way. When you're accountable to someone or something, it increases your motivation to follow through, even on the tough days. So how do we set check-in points? Well, a former boss of mine said something in a meeting that stuck with me ever since he said it. He said, if you want to affect change in something, track it. You can send a weekly update on your progress or even create a simple tracking sheet that keeps you on target. The very act of documenting your success or failure forces you to reflect and stay committed. Distractions. Distractions are also one of the biggest challenges when it comes to maintaining focus and self-discipline, especially in a world filled with constant notifications, email, social media, and multitasking. These distractions can derail your productive habits if you're not careful. So how do we handle distractions? Well, first, identify common distractions. Recognize the specific distractions that often pull you away from your tasks, whether it's your phone, family, or just noise. Once you're aware of what tends to derail you, you can take steps to mitigate them. Next, set boundaries. Create clear boundaries for when you're focusing on your tasks and when you're open to interruptions. For example, you could use a do not disturb mode on your phone, or set aside specific hours in the day where you're offline, ensuring that your deep work remains undisturbed. Next, use focus techniques. Consider adopting focus techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, or the 2-minute rule, where you start with a small, manageable task, such as reading one paragraph or just doing one push-up to help ease into a larger project. Finally, create a distraction-free environment. Take control of your physical and digital spaces. You can clear clutter from your workspace or use website blockers like Freedom or Cold Turkey to prevent you from checking distracting websites. The less you're tempted, the easier it will be to stay disciplined. But what do we do when distractions occur? First, accept the fact that distractions will happen. The key is to recognize them early and course correct without guilt or frustration. Take a deep breath, get back to the task at hand, and focus on completing what you set out to do, even if it's a smaller chunk of the original task. However, even the most disciplined individuals face unexpected events, whether it's an illness, family emergency, or just a particularly stressful day. These interruptions can throw your routine off balance, but they don't have to derail your progress entirely. What are some ways that you can adapt your routine? Well, first, plan for flexibility. When designing your routine, build in buffer time or flexible periods during the day to accommodate surprises. Instead of rigidly scheduling every moment, allow for 30 minutes to an hour of unstructured time to absorb any unexpected events. This will give you the freedom to adjust without feeling overwhelmed. Next, prioritize tasks. On days when everything seems out of control, focus on the most important tasks that align with your goals. If you can't complete your entire routine, at least take the time to do the core habits that will keep you on track. For example, if your goal is health, a 10-minute workout can be just as effective as a longer one, and a healthy meal can keep your momentum going even if you miss other habits that are part of your health goal. Finally, be kind to yourself. Life will always throw curveballs, and it's crucial to embrace flexibility in your routine without feeling like you failed. It's okay if you can't complete everything you planned on a particularly tough day. The key is to show up the next day with renewed energy and the determination to get back on track. Another thing you can do is set catch-up days. If you're off track for a few days due to unexpected events, schedule a catch-up day in your routine. Use this day to work on the habits or tasks that you missed out on without pressure or perfectionism. You don't need to make up for lost time immediately, but rather allow yourself a day to adjust your plan as needed. Ultimately, one of the most important things to remember is that self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Missing a day or even a week doesn't mean you've lost your self-discipline. It simply means you've faced an interruption. And the key is to get back on track without self-judgment. The road to achieving your goals is rarely linear, and it's natural to face obstacles that disrupt your plans. However, staying disciplined is about adapting and not quitting. Building accountability, managing distractions, and accepting flexibility within your routine allows you to keep going even when life gets in the way. That's how you keep moving forward. So that's all what we actually have for today. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this brief time listening to talking about self-discipline. I hope you're getting something out of this podcast. If you are, please hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And I look forward to talking to you next week. This has been the Forging Indestructible Self-Discipline podcast. I'm your host, John Fontenot. We'll see you again next week.